Everybody, welcome to our annual Delaware Valley Faculty Appreciation Event. I'm Sports Information Director Max Manns, and today we gather to honor the dedicated individuals who inspire our student athletes. It's no coincidence that this event falls on D3 week, a time when we celebrate the essence of Division III athletics, the pursuit of excellence both on the field and in the classroom. Our faculty members exemplify the values of integrity, responsibility, and sportsmanship. So as we express our gratitude towards you, let us recognize the impact you have on our student athletes. At this time, I'd like to introduce Director of Athletics, Dave Duda.
Thank you, Max. For those here, obviously for the first time, welcome. So happy that you're all here today. This is my personal favorite event that we do each year. As Max said, this coincides with the celebration of D3 week for us. It's an NCAA celebration of the student-athlete experience. There's a lot of components to it. It's a social media campaign. We have events all throughout the week that we do. But one of the biggest things is we celebrate what we call Faculty Appreciation Week. And I am a big believer in the true student-athlete experience. We do have student-athletes here, as all schools do, where they stay in a little silo. I like to play my sport, and that's what I did. Here, I really like the kids to get the full experience, and that's exposing themselves to the university and the university to each student-athlete. It takes a lot to get each of the kids to the finish line. When you are a student-athlete, you put in, it's hard to say how many hours you put in, and where you a lot of times have to do your homework or your studying. Like last night, the lacrosse team coming back from New York at midnight. That's difficult. That's after you play the game, you're doing your homework, and to have a partner that understands that, and have a student athlete that understands the support that the faculty give us. So it's a way for us getting back, and what we do with this process is we have a committee. We have each team, there's a senior student athlete nominate a faculty member, and the criteria is simply who made an impact on their life during the time at Delaware. What was fascinating this year, as the committee went through all the nominations, was it was such a wide variety of how the impact was made. It wasn't just hands-on in the classroom, or the class was interesting. It wasn't. There was mentoring that was involved. There was advising. Like someone really helped me with advising my whole time here. So it was fascinating to see how it grows. And today, everyone who's a recipient today, the student athlete that nominated you could come up, basically tell us about you, the way they did when they submitted the nomination. We're not asking for anyone to speak. We have a little token of appreciation for you, and we're going to take a picture. I want you to get back to the beautiful weather today. I guess you should have the wonderful weather that we're having. A couple thank yous before we start. I really want to thank Max, Amanda, and Jake, our sports information department. They put this together for us. They get the awards. They're going to videotape this so it's available to everyone. The committee is myself. It is Carol, it's Stefani, and Jamie Stefani, who's our softball coach, who's not here today, but they help with the nomination process as we go through this. I certainly appreciate today having Gloria and Joe here and taking out their busy time, because that's a big part of this as well, the support that we get from these kinds of endeavors. I don't think you really understand on a daily basis how much you do for our student athletes. And it was really hard selecting this group because there was 27 different nominations, and to whittle that down to 6 was very, very difficult. Some of you should feel really important because you were nominated by multiple people, and that's really good to make that kind of impact on a daily basis. But it's one of the fights that I fight on a daily basis of understanding how difficult it is to be a student athlete and to maintain the GPA that you need, and then really to succeed on a daily basis with the hours that are put in. And again, where they do work and how they do work. And I'm very fortunate to have all the head coaches here today of the nominees, and they do a terrific job, and how important this is to them. So I hope you enjoyed today. I wish we could do more. It's a small token of our appreciation to what you do, and I just hope that you can continue to help our student athletes as we go on. I do appreciate that. I'm going to turn it back over to Max. What Max is going to do, Max is going to introduce each student athlete that nominated a professor. We are going to start with men's lacrosse. It's not in any particular order, but they have practice going on right now, so I want to get them back on the practice field and give them an opportunity to do that. So I appreciate Will and the student athletes coming into their practice time a little bit. So I'll turn it over to Max. He'll come up, and if the student athletes who made the nominations will come up, you'll say a few words about faculty member, and then we'll present the award from there. Okay, but again, I thank you.
All right, our first nomination was from women's soccer and men's lacrosse, but our women's soccer, Rachel Dudek, couldn't be here today, so I'll invite up Luke Kleisner.
Hi everyone, I'm Luke Kelchner, and I'm a chemistry major here at Delaware, and I thought it would only be fitting that I nominate a chemistry professor, so I nominated Dr. Langston. She's the analytical chemistry professor here, and I only met her this year through analytical chemistry 1 and 2, and she's also my senior seminar professor, but she had a big impact on me this past year, and she's helped mentor me through my final year here at Delaware. And on top of all that, she pretty much taught me and my classmates how to use all of the analytical instruments that we have here, which will directly transfer to the industry after here. And I thought that was a really interesting fact. And then another fun fact about Dr. Langston is that she lost her last baby tooth at 21. And so I thought that was an interesting fact. But I just want to say thank you, Dr. Langston, for this past year, and it's meant a lot to me in my senior year here.
Luke, if you can, you guys stay over here.
Perfect.
You want the bag? Need one?
Got it. Yeah, got it.
All right, thanks, Luke. Our next nomination was from men's lacrosse, Bryce Reagan, and football's Will Brandon.
Hello, my name is Bryce Regan. I have nominated my professor, Ann Mossing. She contributed greatly to my education here at Del Val. She brought in multiple young professionals, which taught us about their real-world experience and showed us some insights into their knowledge and their ideas about what they have to and how they view the world. She created a great atmosphere of education and excitement to join the classroom. Every time we came in, we would all have a smile on our face. She'd start with a joke, tell us something interesting. It was always a pleasure to be in her class. It was a great time, and I would always like to thank her.
So my name is Will Brandis. I'm an ag business major, and this is still in my second year here. Being a senior, I transferred. But even in my short time, my professor, Ms. Mossing, she's helped me not only with in the classroom, but with my career. She helped me work with companies to try and further my career, and when that didn't work out, she helped me get the job that I have now. And she's helped me develop myself as not only a manager, but in my personal life to become the best person I can be.
All right, the next nomination is from field hockey Sydney Keith.
Okay. I'm Sydney Cagle. I nominated Dr. Shelley, and I'm a conservation wildlife major. I wrote my speech down, so I'm going to be reading off my phone. Dr. Shelley has never failed to put a smile on my face or make the class laugh. In fact, I don't think there's ever been a single lecture where I haven't smiled or laughed. She comes in with high energy and is always making sure we are understanding the material. As a student athlete, Dr. Shelley is someone who is very understanding of our busy schedules and is always providing outside resources and extra help for those who may be struggling. She is very easy to talk to and is always providing students with extra office hours, textbook materials, videos, and Kahoots, of course. I've absolutely loved taking courses with Dr. Shelley and hope that many others are able to experience her fun and welcoming energy.
That was very sweet, thank you.
Thanks, Sydney. Our next nomination is from women's basketball Taylor Richardson.
I'm Taylor, I'm an agribusiness major, and I'm also going to be reading off my phone. There are so many reasons as to why I chose Professor Laura Herbst for this event, and I would be sitting here all day listing them off. But most importantly, she does not give up on me as a student who has struggled in the past with classes. She would be the first person I emailed or went to talk to if I was having trouble. And not only was she a big supporter in this semester, she even supported my basketball team and was at every single home game. It's something we always talk about when I had a meeting with her, and she always asked how my season is going. Not many professors do that with a lot of their students, but she always took the time to talk for a few minutes about the outside world with me, which was relieving to me because it wasn't just about school. That's how I know she always cared about me, and knowing that I've had a professor like her has made so many things that used to be stressful way less stressful, and I can't thank her enough for always being there to help.
Thanks, Taylor. Our next nomination was from men's soccer Bennett Nora.
So I'm Bennett Nordhoff. I'm a wildlife management and conservation major, and I just want to start off by saying congratulations to all the other professors and faculty that got this award, and we thank you for all that you do. When asked to nominate a professor for this event, I had multiple come to mind, but there was one that really stuck out, and that's Reg. If you know him, you don't understand much, but I'll explain a little bit. So for those of you that don't know Reg, he's the head of animal biotech and conservation, as well as I've heard people mention him as the guy that sends out the One Health emails. So if you get those and delete them, that's yeah. In the classroom, Reg always has the unique ability to engage us with his worldly storytelling or by threatening us with a med paper. Every class he tells a story about his fieldwork that he's done in other countries, and although I only believe him about half the time, they have prepared me for endless opportunities after college. Taking class with Reg has been a great way to see how well that I can apply my knowledge, because his classes are never easy, and the labs, practicals, and the exams, I am up all night studying, but it really tests my knowledge. And I feel that although I've struggled at times in his classes, that's what's given me the ability and to learn and be prepared for once I graduate. So thank you, Reg.
So that's going to do it for all the in-person nominations. We did have one from Godly Bart for Christine Seal, and neither of them could make it today, so I'll play Godly's video coming from the past.
My name is Godwin Mark. I'm a senior here at Delaware studying business. I'm also a part of the men's basketball team, and I nominated Christine Seal for faculty appreciation. Ms. Seal has been really helpful since I've been here the last 3 years. For the past 3 years, she has been my advisor and has also been my teacher. As an advisor, Ms. Seal was really helpful to me. Each semester, she always was there to help me figure out my schedule. Coming in as like my first year here, I was kind of like lost and I didn't know like what classes to choose in. But because I heard she helped me choose the right classes for me, and she also provided me a layout to like graduate on time. It was really helpful. For the last 3 years, I also had her as a teacher, and as a teacher, she was really helpful because I was always the student to like hand in late work, but she was really understanding and accepting most of my work, and I'm really grateful for that. I also want to say thank you to Ms. Hill for the last couple of years I've been here. She has been super helpful, and I really appreciate everything she has done for me. She has made my path easier to graduation and made it really clear. And I just want to say thank you to her, and it's super lucky to have her as an advisor.
All right, just, go ahead. I'll finish out and then hand it back to Dave. Just congratulations to all the professors here that we got this award to. I know we all appreciate what you guys do for our athletes, so thank you.
I think you just saw why it's my favorite day. I don't have to say much more, but you know, if you took all the student athletes and they had to do this as freshmen, you know what that would look like. But the growth, the maturity, the relationships, the appreciation, the humility, that's what this is about. And having that impact, almost like a coach does, as you know that impact and you saw the growth, you have that same power, and you can see the different examples of it today. So it's always my favorite day because it's everything that I believe in that's right. And the best part is the seniors who got up here, we as a university know we did a good job because they're ready. They're ready for the next step. And a lot of it was because of you. So I thank you again. I always thought when I emailed you about this, I said it would be short and sweet and not take up a lot of time. There's a bunch of food back there, drinks. Please help yourself and stay as long as you would like. But again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all and I appreciate it. Thank you.